Well, hi and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. If you watched last week, you'll know that I'm doing a short intro to the question that we're going to be thinking about in our start course, which runs here at 44 Lindbergh Road for the next few weeks on a Wednesday evening. Last week was great as we thought about this journey that is life. Now this week we're going to start with the question, does God exist? I guess that might seem a little bit odd of a question really coming from me as a church leader, but actually I think it's a really great starting point for discussion. Having talked to many people over the years, I think everyone's got different ideas that they might say in answer to that question. Some people think that God is like this really old man with a long white beard sitting on a throne far away in heaven, probably kind of not dissimilar to Santa but without the red cloak. That idea really comes from paintings done in medieval times rather than any kind of real description that we find in the Bible or anywhere else. Personally, I don't think that kind of picture is very helpful because it, in some ways, though it shows God as amazing and powerful, it also shows God as untouchable, separate, maybe not relevant. And maybe that's why some people would say that God is an irrelevant question. Even if God exists, he's not relevant to me or my society or the world I live in. Some people see God in the world around us. Someone said to me recently that they feel closest to God in the garden. Some would ask for proof. Some would argue that faith and science are two opposites. So many ideas, so many starting points that this question has to be worth discussing. And then we move on to a second part of the question, which is, what is he like? For me, I find that God is the most relevant person in my life, that a personal relationship with God is a reality that I know and experience each and every day. Faith and science, are they compatible? Well, yes, in my mind. I love science. I loved physics and chemistry in particular when I was at school. For me, digging into the science of how and why things work only strengthens my faith. It helps me see at an even deeper level how amazing this world is. What is God like for you? Irrelevant or important? Close by, or do you think God is somewhere out there and distant, but possibly there somewhere? My question also referred to God as he. There's another point for discussion. Does gender mean anything to God, or is it just a handle in our language? Why has that language come about? If you're able, why not come along and join us as we explore some of these questions together on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. There's no pressure for you to share anything you're uncomfortable with. You might do nothing more than just listen to what other people say. Based on last week, I think my hour was a little bit optimistic, shall we say. Probably about an hour and a half, because there was so much for us to talk about. We would love to see you there. Don't worry that you missed last week. You're very welcome to come along. Drop me a line if you want to know more, or just turn up on this Wednesday, 7 o'clock, 44 Lindbergh Road. God bless you this week, and I'll see you next time.